Okay, hello everybody, hello Bonnie. So in today's episode we want to discuss which was the best period time from our, I don't know, human history. What do you say, Bonnie?
Hello. Well, a lot of people might say the best period in human history could be right now because of advancements in technology,
Of
medicine,
course.
and global communication. But others might prefer a simpler time, like the Renaissance, for its explosion of art, science, and culture. What do you think, Ivan?
I think the best period of time was in the 80s or 90s because we had technology but not too advanced, and people or kids could still play outside and I don't know, have a social life. Now today it seems like everybody is connected with the phone in hand and in their face, and there's no more normal interaction. What do you say?
That's a great perspective, Ivan. The 80s and 90s did strike a balance between emerging technology and maintaining a strong sense of community and outdoor activity. Many people cherish the simpler social interactions from that time. What about you, Bonnie? What do you think about how technology has changed our interactions today?
Man, you are Bonnie. My name is Dan. You are Bonnie.
Oops, my mistake, Dan. Let's go back to your point. It's interesting how technology has shifted our interactions. While it connects us in new ways, it can also feel like it's pulling us apart from the simple face-to-counter interactions we used to have.
Okay, so if you
What are your
had
thoughts on finding a balance between technology and personal interactions, Dan?
if you had to choose, in which year would you be born?
That's a tough choice. If I had to pick, being born in the early 2000s might be interesting. It's a time when technology really started to accelerate, and it would be fascinating to grow up alongside the rise of the internet, smartphones, and social media. How about you, Dan? If you could choose any year, which one would it be?
Man, that's a tough one. I guess it will be in the 50s or 60s, something like that. To be able to be about 20 or 25 in the 80s, when everything started to, when the dot-com bubble was in 90s or something like that. The music was very good there.
That sounds like a cool choice, Dan. Experiencing the vibrant culture of the 80s and the early tech boom of the 90s as a young adult would definitely be exciting. Plus, the music and fashion from that era had such a unique flair. What about that time period do you think would have been the best part of growing up then?
All of that, unfortunately. Because I see this part, and I mean, it's kind of wow in technology, but not in social interactions. We are going down, I think. I think human will devolve like in that movie. You know that movie when the people started to be
It sounds like
dumber?
you're thinking about the movie Idiocracy,
Of
where
course.
society
Yes.
kind of devolves due to over-reliance on technology and
Yes,
lack
yes,
of
yes.
critical thinking.
Yes.
It's an interesting take on where things might head if we don't balance our technological advancements with maintaining our social skills and relationships. Do you think there are ways we could use technology to enhance rather than diminish our social interactions?
No, I think it's already over. It's already too late. People don't have the attention span right now for watching a video that is more than 30 seconds. In fact, the attention span of the average teenager or something like that is like 10 seconds. What do you say about that?
It's definitely a challenge. The shift to very short form content does raise concerns about our ability to focus and engage deeply. Yet, there might still be ways to harness technology positively, like using it for educational purposes or to connect people across long distances who otherwise couldn't meet. It's about finding the right tools and using them in ways that enrich our lives rather than diminish our ability to connect. What do you think, Dan?
Yes, but
Is there a way we could steer things back to a healthier balance?
no, we can't. Because given the opportunity, people will choose to be lazy and will choose to play games and will choose to interact on this fake social experiment that is social media. And basically, you saw it. You told me that you want to be born in the 2000, early 2000s, so you already experienced that. How is life at 25-year-old Bonnie for you?
That's a valid point, Dan. The convenience and immediate gratification
Yes.
that technology offers can certainly lead to a preference for easier, less demanding activities. Addressing these issues might require a cultural shift where we place more value on in-depth learning and genuine social interactions again. definitely a complex challenge that would need a collective effort to start shifting behaviors. What kind of changes would you like to see that might encourage a healthier use of technology?
I don't think we can change something in order to be more healthy. It will be more degenerative. But either way, let's say we have the opportunity to be born in the future. What do you say about that? I mean, would you be happy to be born in
Being
2000?
born in the future would be quite an adventure. It would give us a chance to see how society adapts to current challenges. Hopefully we'd see innovations in technology that are not only advanced, but also promote sustainability, well-being, and stronger communities. Maybe there would be new ways of integrating technology that enhance our daily lives without compromising our ability to connect meaningfully with others. What kind of future would you hope to see if you were born, say, 50 years from now?
I mean, a future in which we don't have to fight each other for stupid stuff like, I don't know why, land or I don't know, where everybody could eat in peace and we don't have air pollution or all that we have now.
That sounds like a hopeful and peaceful vision for the future, Dan.
But it won't
A
happen.
world where resources are abundant and shared equitably, where the environment is clean, and where people can coexist
Barney.
harmoniously. Achieving that would require significant advancements in technology, policy, and human behavior.
Barney,
It's a beautiful ideal to aim for. Do you think there are steps we could start taking now to move closer to that kind of future?
no, Barney, that's impossible. I know that's impossible. You just asked me if I wanted to. If I wanted to, yes, of course, that's the scenario, but it can't be done, unfortunately. But let's see, what if you have been born in the past, for example, in the early 1200s, or something like that, 12th century.
Being born in the 12th century would be a completely different world. Life back then was so much more about survival and local community. It would be fascinating to experience the Middle Ages with its feudal societies, the early universities, and significant historical events like the Crusades. It's a time when people lived very differently, with a strong connection to the land and a simpler technological landscape. It would definitely give a unique perspective on what's important in life. What do you
Okay,
think would be the most interesting aspect of living in that era, Dan?
I know everything will be everything will be either work or stay at home and farm. Now we reached the end, but we still need to say something to the viewer at the end, so that's why I refreshed our app.
As we wrap up, let's leave our viewers with a thoughtful farewell message. How about something like, thanks for tuning in. Remember, every moment is a chance to learn and grow. Until next time, take care and stay curious.